Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues, and we are taking a look at the 6th figure from the Justice League We Can Be Heroes 7-pack, and that is Wonder Woman. A figure that I have been long wanting. I have been wanting a Wonder Woman figure for a very, very long time. The only other Wonder Woman figure that I have is the, 4-inch Superpowers Wonder Woman. I like her a lot, but she's, has her hands like this. When you squeeze her legs, their bracelets, kind of go up and block. So I haven't had a 6-inch scale Wonder Woman figure at all. I have the Donna Troy Wonder Girl figure. So she's been kind of my stand-in Wonder Woman figure on my Mattel side. So I do have pre-ordered the new 52 DC Comics Unlimited Wonder Woman. So once I get her, I'll be able to review the two side by side. So right now, she's my favorite Wonder Woman, as I don't have another one in the 6-inch, 7-inch scale of figure, but a beautiful looking figure. I do like her a lot. There is a lot of blue highlights in her hair. It might be a little overkill with the blue. It's really standing out. They probably could have done just a couple little highlights and then maybe kind of washed it a little bit with blue. But on the light of the camera, you can really, really see the blue. It really kind of sticks out. It's not that bad in person, but with having direct light on it, you can definitely see how much blue they have put in here. Her face sculpt is pretty decent. She has had a different head sculpt initially when the prototypes were out. I think we can see it from the box. Of course, I don't have it lined up where we can see it from the box. So you can clearly see that her hair is parted in this one to show her headband, and it was down over her eye, down over the headband in this one. So I think that that was a decision that they did. They brightened up her eyes a little bit to make her look a little bit softer. She looks a little bit meaner. Now, some people, like Andrew Cutter, actually prefer this original head sculpt as opposed to this one. I like this one. It doesn't make her look as mean. She looks a little bit nicer, a little more pleasant. It doesn't look like she's going to tear off your head initially right away. I'm not going to call it an accessory. It's much like the Arkham City Catwoman, where the lasso, or in Catwoman's case, the whip, is molded right onto her. I think they should have given us the sword for Wonder Woman in the Justice League box. I think, in this bottom portion of the box here, there could have been a little baggie off to the side that maybe would have had Cyborg's cannon and Wonder Woman's, as I'm pointing here. And this little section of the box had a little baggie or something, or even the bottom of the box had a spot where we could have had Wonder Woman's sword and Cyborg's cannon in there, so I was trying to show you off camera. Get a look at Wonder Woman here from the Justice League comic, in a very good representation of Wonder Woman. As you can tell here, her hair is parted, so you can see her headband, which in the initial sculpt of the figure they didn't have, but again, looks like she came right out of the comics, leapt off the page and came right out here. I think it's a good representation of Wonder Woman. Her eyes are softened up a little bit on this head sculpt. They probably could have been a little bit more darker with some of the eyelashes. They could have probably painted in those just a little bit, but again, I'm not going to knock the figure overall too much. Very good detailing, and again, she does have the panel lines like everybody else in the new 52. So like it or love it, I do like it. It does break up the costume a little bit. It's just not just a flat red, so it kind of gives your eyes something else to look at. In the previous continuity, she did have a star here. Gone is that star, so now it's just a normal bracelet. And her bikini pants, if you will, normally did have a million stars all over them. Now they just only have just the 2 stars on either side of her legs here. So when she's standing, you kind of lose a little bit of the stars. So they could have dropped them just a little bit or raised this up. You do get extra stars in her tunic or her bustier, if you will. So still a very, very nice figure. Get the classic Wonder Woman logo in her armband, which I thought was a nice touch. She has a nice little choker collar if it has a star. So the stars are still represented in Wonder Woman's costume. They're just in different places than they would be normally. And I do like this head sculpt. I know some people, it's like a 50-50 split. I do really like this a lot. I think it is an improvement from the initial photos we were seeing of the prototype Wonder Woman. And very nice classic Wonder Woman boots. I seem to have a couple little scuff marks on her. It almost appears there's a little bit, the camera's probably picking it up, a little bit of a sparkle in her boots. I do have a couple paint scuffs in here. But otherwise, a very solid figure. Now, I do have the Bronze Tiger sword. And I thought, you know what? She didn't come with the sword. I can give her this Bronze Tiger sword. But her hand is not like a lot of DC UC hands. Her thumb is actually sculpted over top of her other fingers. And the end of this sword is too big to fit in here. Otherwise, I believe this is almost identical to the sword that we received. So I was kind of toying. I did have Bronze Tiger standing with this sword. I thought about giving him his staff instead. And I thought about cutting the tip of this sword off to put it in here. Or maybe soften up the plastic, like in the microwave or something, and see if I can't get it to fit in Wonder Woman's hand. So I'm not entirely decided what I'm going to do. I thought about sticking it in her lasso, which doesn't work really well. Thought about maybe trying something like this, which, you know, it's not how she would have it in the comics. It's more over here how she has it. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do sword-wise. I would have liked to have had her with her sword. I think that would have been a nice accessory to have. But nonetheless, I am very happy and very satisfied to finally have a Wonder Woman on my shelf. I was really kind of hoping she was going to be in scale with the DC UC figures, as I thought Cyborg and Wonder Woman were going to be two figures I was definitely going to buy, and then I could just slip them into my DC UC figures, but they are too tall for the DC UC figures. I do have my Red Robin here still off to the side. So as you can tell, I mean, she is Amazonian, so she is supposed to be taller. In the new Frontier comic and direct-to-video movie that was out, Wonder Woman is actually taller than Superman. So I was going to kind of go, okay, Wonder Woman's supposed to be taller. But now that I have the whole Justice League, I will leave her with the Justice League 7-pack. So that's going to wrap it up for Wonder Woman. Another solid figure. So where am I going to put Wonder Woman in with the line of figures that we have already? Probably Cyborg, Aquaman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, and Green Lantern is how I'm going to rank them so far. So I very much love this Wonder Woman figure, but ranking-wise, she is down just a little bit for me. For no other reason than some of the other figures were just so really well sculpted. So that's going to wrap it up for Wonder Woman. We have one more figure to go in my Justice League 7-pack. So as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogue signing off, saying we will see you guys next time.